Say, man, this is just a little quick reminder that everything is vibration. So before we do anything else, just vibe. See, for those select few that are already initiated, you already know what this is. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. We're gonna get to that other shit in a minute. But first, yeah, I'd like to welcome you to the Priceless Lounge. And I am your host. I've been called by many different names, but that's irrelevant. What is relevant is that you're here. And it's about that time for you to just open up your ear and let me crawl into your mind one time. If you think that he is something else, I am. Yeah, I be feeling myself. But you be feeling me too. And that's okay. That's the flame. You wouldn't understand it. See, I'm a Cancer, and that's a triple entendre. Pimping out Shireen just so I can pay Sharonda. I wonder how I don't get killed as I wander. Too many snakes up on my plane. Ice Cube and a conda. Hey, that's just some fly shit. You fucking with the right one. Whoever you had reading your chart before, yeah, I'm flyer than him. Yes, sir, man. What it was, y'all. Y'all know who it is. If not, I ain't gonna tell you this time. But y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge Yourself. And this right here, this ain't shit but some cosmic insight, man. And hey, man, I hope everybody's having a good time. I hope everybody's having fun, feeling good. And hey, man, I want y'all to understand something. You can never forget the significance of having fun, of enjoying yourself, man. Does that mean going out and just showing your ass all the time? No, absolutely not. You know, we like to carry ourselves with style and grace around here. But at the same time, man, it's okay to laugh. It's okay to play, dance, have fun, man. This shit is not that serious. Yes, things do get crucial. There are things that hurt and things do get tumultuous. But once you realize that it's not that serious, you'll always be okay. And I'm always okay no matter what I have going on. I might go down for an hour or two, take me a nap. But other than that, I'm going to be all right. You know, I found my mama dead when I was 13 years old. I was okay. I was okay that day. Did it hurt? Was it devastating? Was it the, most defining thing that's ever happened to me? Damn Skippy. but I was okay. I did 6 years flat in prison, man, behind my own stupidity. And, for those of y'all that want to know, I did a jewelry heist. And no, I didn't get caught in the process. I got caught later on down the line. So I got off with some money then. So for anybody that asked, but the shit was still wrong. It wasn't worth the time that I lost in my life. I don't care if it was $100,000, my babies, man. The time that I lost with my daughter is significant, man. It's significant, man. And I'll never get that back. But the things that I went through shaped me. I was still okay. Hell, sometimes it was fun, And speaking of fun, this right here, this is a little something about those people that have Venus in the 5th house of their natal chart. Yeah, it's a good time. And before we actually get to that, if you don't know my style yet, I'm going to put you down. See, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to give y'all a little information as to what Venus is in astrology. Then after that, I'm going to give y'all a little quick breakdown, of what the energy is behind it and how it might affect you. Then after that, I'm going to give y'all a little quick breakdown of what the 5th house of the astrological chart is actually all about. Then after that, we're going to bring it to a culmination. Okay? So, Venus. Venus is the second planet from the sun. As a matter of fact, it's never more than 47 degrees away from the sun. It's feminine energetically, and it was the signs of Taurus and Libra, as well as the 2nd and the 7th houses of the astrological chart. And for me, Venus is all about pleasure, especially, pleasure that we get shared with somebody else in particular, man. This planet concerns itself with love, romance, money, harmony, marriages, friendships, business partnerships, and beauty. Yeah, never forget that. Venus is about spreading happiness and tenderness, and also at the same time teaching us to love and appreciate the things that we possess. And, it's about the arts and each one of our individual sense of the aesthetic and what you find beautiful. Okay. I think that's beautiful. I think you're beautiful. And Venus really wants us to indulge our senses and revel in the beauty of the universe. And it's inextricably linked to refinement and culture and charm and grace and class for me. And that's something that's important to me. Maybe that's the Libra rising in me. Conducting yourself with a little bit of class is important. Venus is about that too. Luxuries of all kind are pleasing to Venus, and Venus and its energy really asks us to appreciate the exquisite nature of things. And, when it comes to Venus, this is an extremely sensual, not necessarily sexual, but an extremely sensual world. Okay. And Venus is going to talk about how you love and what you love. Okay. So we're talking about the 5th house of the astrological chart, with the 4th being all about home and your roots. The 5th is where you find, yourself kind of bursting on the scene in your full motherfucking glory. You know what I'm saying? And it represents the natural blooming of your character in its most concentrated form, And it's in the 5th that the great test involves the ability to act out one's innermost nature in terms of purity of motive. And this is the house of creativity. This is the house of drama. This is the house of fun. This is the house of children. It's here that, you do your best shit. Real talk. And whatever sign that's on the cusp and the planets in the house of the 5th kind of show how and where your power lies creatively and how you portray yourself on the stage of life even a little bit. Okay. And, this is how you should get your shine on, man. The 5th is about, your passion and what stirs it. And, love stirs mine. Teaching stirs mine. My moon's in the 5th house in Pisces. And, having the 5th house, I almost said Venus, but the 5th house also, speaks to how we express joy for life in an outward way. And, if a malefic like Saturn is here, it shows how your enthusiasm might be repressed. If Chiron is here, it might show what caused this to be happening. And, this is the realm of the eternal child, man. And it speaks to how, we have the most fun. So, we're going to have fun. So, when we're talking about having Venus in the 5th, y'all, there are some that would say that people with this placement are kind of like the ultimate pleasure seekers, true hedonists, for real. These people who live to relish in all of life's indulgences. And, in most respects, they wouldn't be lying if they said that about them. And it's really more of the fact, though, that these motherfuckers are just so motherfucking full of energy. Okay? So full of energy. And it's not nothing dark. This is light and love. Okay? And they're delightfully playful people. And, they're charming. And at the end of the day, these are the type of people, just like myself, who just want to have fun. They love to have fun. They just want to have some fucking fun. Okay? Y'all, Venus loves to be in the 5th house. I'm going to tell you this now, man. And, due to that, it manifests in a person who's probably very artistically talented in some way, just to say the least, man. And, this is also a person that lives and values attention in a big way. So don't ever get that twisted, because that's a big thing here, too. Not only that, they're probably funny as hell. They're probably, this person with this sense of humor that's, beautiful. A beautiful sense of humor is what I see here, man. And I can also say that this is the type of person that, a strong sense of humor is extremely attractive to them. You understand? This is somebody that, if you can make them laugh, this is that girl that, you might not have all the looks, you might not have everything, but if you can make her laugh, you just might be in there. You know what I'm saying? Like swimwear. Mm-hmm. That's a little news you can use. And I'm going to put you up on game. But just remember, I can't give it all to you because it's meant to be sold and not told. You might not never understand that. You know what I'm saying? But on another note, man, unless Saturn or Pluto is conjunct or opposing here, these are usually very fucking optimistic motherfuckers that are just full of enthusiasm. And, that shit is infectious. That's infectious. Positivity is infectious, just like negativity is, man. And so people will enjoy being in their presence, man, and giving them that attention that they just happen to value so much. Like, they're not going to just leave you hanging if you pay attention to them. Like, they're going to be a delight. They're going to bask in the spotlight and make you love them, man. That's where Venus is all about in this place, man. I can't never get my hat right, y'all. All right, y'all got it right now. And I can also say that, when I think about, Venus here, it often gives a fucking great capacity for talent in the realms of acting and writing, screenwriting especially, and art and drawing. And these are just extremely naturally creative people. And there's nothing they enjoy more than, creating and, the adoration that comes for their creations. Like, so they're going to want to create more beautiful things. And it's just a beautiful cycle instead of that vicious cycle that sometimes people get caught in. And just like Moon in the 5th, man, these people here have a very healthy relationship with their inner child, man. And kids sense this shit too, man. And kids see that light in people and they're instinctively drawn to that. And so, Venus in the 5th house people, if there's a lot of good aspects or harmonious aspects with the 10th or the 6th house in this way, this could also, manifest in a great career in dealing with kids too. So there's another hint for y'all, man. And another auspicious thing that I know with this one is that, you can expect a little bit of luck when it comes to, fuck that. You can expect a lot of luck if you're trying to, date and be into casual romance, unless there are, a lot of other harsh aspects that speak differently. And let me tell you something, though, and let me clarify something for y'all when it comes to love. That way there's no misconceptions, okay? The best thing to do is to learn when we're dealing with astrology is to discern between the 5th and the 7th. Okay. The 5th is about flirting, dating, and even, casual sexual experiences. That's what we're talking about here. And while committed relationships and marriages, that belongs more in the 7th. Okay. And Venus in the fifth house, people, they're often extremely alluring in the eyes of the opposite sex. And usually with this placement, man, there are going to be a multitude of opportunities to date and have, casual, passionate affairs. So that's kind of what that is. And, attention from the opposite sex or from, those that they find desirable, if that's not what they're into, is going to be extremely important to them. And luckily, these are going to be some of the most playful and charming and outgoing people that there are, man. And, and they definitely don't lack that, same sexual energy in life either. Don't get that twisted. Like they're gonna go hard in that realm too, man. But a lot of love affairs, man, I can see here, to be honest with you, man. I can just say that, man. A lot of love affairs with this one, man. And I can't lie, they're also gonna be attracted to people who are as playful and positive as they are. Like they don't want to be around none of that negativity. And that's going to drain them and they're going to get to walk away from you. You understand that? And, it depends a lot more on the sign. I'm going to tell you this, to be honest. So we can look at it like that. Because, if you're dealing with somebody that might be, a Venus in Scorpio, this is going to be somebody who is more passionate and possessive. And, even if it's playful in that way, the thing, it's still going to be deep with it. And so you're going to have to be that. And like a Venus in Virgo is going to be a lot more reserved and, monogamous. And while a Venus in Gemini can be a motherfucking wild ass good time, man, that ain't trying to commit. And, a Venus in Leo, like myself, could be, passing that thing out to every motherfucking Tom, Dick, Harry, Lucille, Charlotte, that pays attention to them. So it just depends, the sign is important here. Okay. But all that BS aside, man, this does really suggest a very happy and playful relationship that brings out positive vibes. If you can just even get the cuffs on somebody with Venus in the fifth. That's real, man. And just to sum this one up for y'all, Venus in the fifth house fosters a really playful nature and, a special love for arts and entertainment and sports and frivolous activities, man. There's a special emphasis and a fondness for fun and games and laughter and, even sex. And here the planetary energy of Venus kind of serves to promote a heightened interest in the pursuit of fun and fucking stimulating experiences, and whichever sign happens to occupy this house also, Venus will soften it up and, bestow on it some harmonizing and benefic effects to it, man. And, bring out some better ways of how it could be expressed. So that's definitely a blessing, and, more than anything else, these motherfuckers here love attention and they need it. So if you're looking to shoot your shot at somebody that got Venus in the fifth, that's something to keep that in mind off the rip, pardon me. And just remember also, just because you build like that, you don't have to build like that, okay? It don't matter where Venus is in your chart. It doesn't matter where Mars is. It doesn't matter where the moon is, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto, the nose. You don't have to feed into any of the negativity. And then the positive shit, you can work with it, okay? That's what I mean. Because it ain't about what you do all the time. It's about how you do it at the same time. And that's some priceless knowledge in itself. And there's been some priceless knowledge of self, man. If y'all are interested in any astrological readings whatsoever, you can either hit me up in the comments below or you can email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. And what else is there? Y'all like, share, and subscribe if y'all fuck with me on any level, man. Okay? I'll be back in a couple of days with a little something.